Hello everybody, my name is Turkin and welcome to a brand new segment I decided to call Flash Vlogs. So what these are basically vlogs about the show The Flash on CW. Basically as they come out I wanted to kind of discuss them, so there be spoilers ahead, of course. Main reason why I'm doing this is, one, I have a huge affection for The Flash, and also I'd like to talk about something, and I feel like these are something I continue doing on Wednesdays, and I can finish up another show on Fridays before Fallout 4 comes out. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, big first news that I want to talk about is Atom Smasher. Now this showed up last week in the first episode of Season 2 of The Flash. Basically what the Atom Smasher is, he's a hero normally, but this time he came out as a villain, and it's kind of interested me because the idea is more intrigued than I would imagine. I enjoyed it personally. I don't know about you guys, but Atom Smasher as a hero would have been a lot cooler. But at the same time, I like the idea of that there isn't going to be a defined, this one's going to be a hero and this one's going to be a villain. I would definitely like to see maybe a Green Arrow coming across as a villain, or even maybe even seeing some maybe Supermans or Batmans. You never know, and I think that would be kind of fun to play around with, since we're dealing with, multiverse and all that. The other thing I want to talk about is Jay Garrick as the Flash. Now, of course, we're not dealing with the same Jay Garrick as we have in the past. From the golden age of comic books, Jay Garrick is the Flash, so it's kind of an interesting concept to have him become the Flash. It's also really interesting that he comes from a universe more than likely where crazy things happen, but I kind of like the idea of bringing Jay in. It definitely opens up the idea of multiple speedsters and allows us to kind of get in, into the idea and everything. And one thing I was kind of looking into that I thought was going to be interesting was, excuse me, I had to jump up there for a second. He's probably going to get speed back. I mean, that's something I would really think is going to happen. I don't think it's not impossible. I think it's just how it is, and I believe that it's going to be more fun to kind of watch this. And it does keep a separation between Barry Allen and the other speedsters because he got his powers some else another way. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Jay changes the dynamic, or how he fits into the dynamic of the show. Okay, and how we come to the most complicated part of the show, where I had to explain Multiverse Theory to those who are uninitiated. So for those of you who don't know, the multiverse and DC Comics is made up of multiple worlds, each one basically acting as sort of a string theory. Each universe is infinitely the same and infinitely different, basically. It's kind of like this. Every day I wake up in the morning, I have a decision. I can have either Frosted Flakes or I can have Cheerios, and depending on which one I choose, I start a new universe altogether. And then there's the universe where, say, hey, I don't want cereal this morning. I want eggs and sausage, or, you know what, fuck breakfast. Let's just go to work. That's all things that are choices and such. And one second. My light is killing me, and wearing a jacket with that light is killing me. I don't care how flashy it is. But yeah, in this universe, we have multiple Flashes across different universes. And I believe that's going to be the more fun part about this, is as they explain the multiverse theory and explain different Flashes. The one I'm most interested in is, are they going to open this up to more than one or two Earths, or are they going to just stick it to the two and basically be like, these are the two Earths and these are how they interact, and we're not even going to talk about the other, 50 Earths. But they did allude to this with there being 52 portals. In this episode, they actually do say, hey, there are 52 portals scattered across Central City. So my guess is they're going to open up this idea to the multiverse and the 52 Earths. I think that's going to be interesting because we're going to see a lot more more Flashes, and it opens it up to basically saying, oh, every single character died in the past. You know what? We're going to bring them back. They're totally fine. I think that's basically what's going to happen. We're going to see that. So alongside with the multiverse and characters coming back to life, we have, towards the end, it opened it up to saying that Dr. Wells is alive. And guys, I hate to be a bit of a spoiler here, but Dr. Zoom is the Reverse Flash. So for those of you guys who don't know who the Reverse Flash is, the Reverse Flash is basically this concept and idea that they brought up back in the golden age and everything of a Flash that was the opposite of the Flash. Someone who could run as fast as he could, but had different morals and such, and they call him the Reverse because nobody can have a original idea or anything like that. So, the concept kind of gets picked up a little bit here, and the actual backing behind the Reverse Flash is that he is Eobard Thawne, a time traveler from the future who recreated the experiment that made the original Flash and used his powers for sort of crime, and he got really bored. So he's like, I'm gonna go to the past and kill the Flash, so I'm the only speedster left. And then he goes back to the past and just gets ruined by the Flash. And I think that's kind of... and that's the honest truth. You know, that's basically what happened. But in the future, he isn't known as the Reverse Flash. He's simply known as Dr. Zoom. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing in the Earth 2 scenario in the Flash TV series. Dr. Zoom has come back, or Dr. Zoom is Eobard, or not Eobard Thawne. He is now it's either going by the original storyline, like I explained it, where Eobard Thawne comes back, but he didn't take on the Reverse Flash name. He just called himself Dr. Zoom, or Dr. Wells is the Dr. Zoom, you know. And I think that would kind of make more sense, because making Zoom a different character from the Reverse Flash, but having them to have that connection, it would basically open this up to be a very original concept on the part of the actual storyline. But again, you know, I don't know. You know, the writers could take this into a completely different direction, where Zoom is, you know, somebody else completely. You know, you never know. But along the lines of characters and complicated backstories and all that says, the one character I look at every single episode, and when I'm watching these things, I'm half thinking to myself, where's Wally? And I know that's not going to be what Wally's going to look like in the actual show. I know there's plenty of people who are saying he's going to look completely different. I know he's going to look completely different. I'm looking forward to this so much, mostly towards the end of the episode. Iris's mom shows up. I'm thinking, Wally, 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 Wally. You know, I want to see Wally West. Wally West is my favorite character. He is the Flash that just got me into everything The Flash. But the same thing of a list apparently. The same thing kind of applies with this idea and concept that I'm trying to bring out. Wally West is not exactly the smartest character, but I believe he will be incredibly useful to kind of bring out alongside of a character. I mean, as a character, the Kid Flash kind of completes the whole speedster dynamic, and I believe what's going to happen is Wally's going to be talking to Jay, and instead of getting his powers like Barry does, he's going to get the powers as Jay did, which is, as he explained, heavy water, how to remove it without any sort of radiation, or residual radiation. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, there's an experiment, and he knows how did this experiment happen, and then what's going to happen is Wally's going to repeat the experiment, and boom, he's now Kid Flash. But he won't be as fast, because that's the thing. I don't think Jay was as fast as the Flash, and I believe Barry is going to be the fastest speedster. I think they're going to take how Wally is perceived in the comics when he becomes the Flash as how Barry is in this show. And finally, this last piece of news is basically going to be called my Spectator's Corner, or my Speculation Corner, I guess you could say. And that is, Cisco is, he's seen the anti-life equation, or he's seen at least a part of it, and for those who don't know what the anti-life equation is, dear Lord, that is a can of worms I cannot open up. But basically what I'm saying is, when I'm seeing Cisco using his powers and everything, I'm always thinking to myself, he knows too much. He seems like all the other characters who've seen the anti-life equation that I've run across, and it really does feel like Cisco has seen it, or at least seen a part of it, and that's why he's getting these powers. I think part of the anti-life equation was inside of the particle accelerator at Star Labs. It really does feel like Cisco is a character that's going to become more important. Is going to get more powers as time goes on. And I gotta say, it was fun having him come into here, because he does seem like he knows more. And so there you guys have it, the first Flash vlog. I can't talk tonight because apparently I'm thirsty. I should drink something. So there you guys have it, the very first Flash vlog. I'm gonna do more of these. I like watching the episodes the day they come out and then putting something out the next day. I like the concept of that. It's not just more topical, but it's more on the lines of, hey, I'm so into this that every week they're gonna come out, and so every Wednesday, guys, this is what you guys are gonna have to look forward to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Flash vlogs. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See ya. It's not normal. I need tons of coffee, and I need. Yeah, seriously, my character looks like a meth addict. Seriously, my character looks like a meth addict. Alright then. Flash sucks for the win. Stomp.